You guys, what the hell is going on with Lil Tay? I'm so confused because it looked like she was trying to pop off on YouTube like starting 5 months ago. I don't know if anyone remembers this, but around 5 months ago, she started to like consistently post on YouTube. She would do a lot of collabs with random influencers, a big one being Piper Raquel, which, if anyone knows her from the Netflix documentary about the kid teen influencers, where it was revealed that Piper's mom is just a weirdo. But yeah, look, Lil Tay was like consistently posting. She was trying to be a YouTube star. She got pretty good views. Like, not the best, but like, obviously they're way better than a lot of people's views. Look, 4 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, she was clapping. She got 1.6 mil with Piper, 1.2 mil with Piper. But then it kind of seems like the views fell off a little bit because I think this was when Piper, Raquel, and her boyfriend Capri or ex-boyfriend had a cheating scandal, and Lil Tay was in the middle of it. And then it kind of fell off, and she started collabing with a couple of others, and then she did Piper again, and it fell off pretty hard. And then this was the last one she did was her teaching you how to boost your confidence, but it got so few views compared to what she normally got that I wonder if it just discouraged her from continuing. And what's weird is that when she came on the scene, she was trying to come in as like a girl's girl. Like, this is why her bio even says be the girl's girl. She kind of came onto the scene like, F those boys, we don't do anything for men, which was why it was so surprising that she opened up the account, the OF account, shortly after. Because, look, 3 months ago, and then about a month ago, she released the music video for a song she had, which is around the same time that she released the OF. And then she just never updated again. And I know a lot of people thought the OF might have been a PR move, like a ploy to just get more attention on her music video, but it doesn't look like it even went that way. I don't know because I'm not subscribing to the OF and I'm not in depth diving into it to see what it contains because I think it's messed up that she barely hit 18 and even went on it in the first place, and so many like grown men were supportive of it, which is so gross. But I was trying to figure out what happened to her, and I saw this. So I looked her up to see what was going on with her, and I found this article or multiple articles about how she was challenging another influencer. I don't know who this is, to be honest. Sophie Rain. I don't know who that is. But apparently she challenged her to some kind of boxing fight for 60 mil because Sophie claimed that Lil Tay was lying about how much she made on OF. And it says, Lil Tay is willing to box Bad Baby for 60 million if Sophie Rain won't get into the ring with her. TMZ spoke with Tay about her beef with Rain, who claims that the former is lying about how much money she made on OF. Let's start with the fact that she's projecting, said Tay. The B washed up. The B is washed up. She doesn't believe anyone can earn more money than her. Tay then switched her gears and addressed Baby, born Danielle Bergoli, with whom she's had a feud with over the years. The $60 million offer I put up, it can go to you, Danielle, said Tay. Then your man can go on shopping sprees again. You can pay off your credit card debt. The B literally came for me when I was 9 years old, telling me to pull up and fight her. Now I'm 18. She really has no excuses. Danielle, we are both grown now. I don't know, you guys. Like, I kind of feel like Lil Tay was trying to make a comeback. Remember when she released her video, Sucker for Grain, the music video? And it kind of seemed like she was coming out as a pop star or trying to and get away from her initial reputation. But now it seems kind of like she's going back, like backward instead of forward. Because then she did the YouTube channel. She started doing like kind of wholesome collabs, if I'm being honest. I know they're not like wholesome, but they were pretty wholesome for Lil Tay. Like, it was her being a girl's girl, her being a good friend, her going on dates because apparently she's never had a boyfriend, and it was like her first time going on dates and having crushes and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, it just took this weird, massive switch to an OF account right when she hit 18, which is so weird because in all her videos with Pepper Raquel, she was just like F men, we don't do things for men. Um, I've never had a boyfriend, so I don't really know what things are like. And then all of a sudden, she just hops onto OF like the second she turns 18. I just find the switch up so weird. I know it's hard to believe and almost hard to say, but she was kind of like a wholesome version of Lil Tay on the YouTube channel, and then she just stopped posting and got into this stuff. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I'm not going to check. I'm not going to subscribe. I'm not going to look that further into that because the only way to see would be to subscribe, and I'm obviously not going to do that. But I just still hope it's just a prank. I know that's like naive of me to say and probably stupid, but it just kind of seems sad. The whole thing is especially confusing to me because I remember when she was like allegedly 9 years old that her brother is the one that was trying to push fame on her, because remember that leaked video where he was telling her what to say? It was revealed that her brother was actually behind her fame, because remember the leaked video where she was basically reading off a script and he was telling her what to say and he was getting mad at her for not saying it right. So it was revealed that he was actually the one behind the whole Lil Tay persona. And then I remember when her music video Sucker for Green dropped, there was a behind the scenes video where she didn't look too happy to be in it. And I remember thinking at the time, like, oh, is her brother now trying to push her toward a music career? Let me see if I can find that footage. All right, so here's the backstage behind the scenes video that I saw before.
We're ready.
Maybe I'm just like reading too into that, but she just didn't look that engaged in what was going on and that into it. If you watch the whole video, you can see that she pretty much has that mood throughout it. She just seemed kind of subdued, so I was like, oh, is her brother trying to push her music career on her now? But then she came out and did into the OF, and then there was a video of her brother kind of yelling at her for doing the OF, where he's like, you're not gonna do it, you're not gonna disgrace this family, and she's like, nah, I'm gonna do it anyway. But it kind of came off like it was a put on show, like as if they had like scripted it for him to pretend to be upset. I didn't really buy that he was actually upset. Let me show you something. So in this video called Lil Tay's Brother Loses It After She Announces OF right after 2018, he comes into the room. Watch.
My room.
What are you doing?
What
You're
I
not
said.
dropping any links in this household. This is a Chinese household. You're not dropping no links.
Get the out of my room.
See, it seems fake to me. This feels performative.
I don't care about your household. This is my room. Get out.
I will take all your outside. If you drop that link tomorrow, I am taking your outside. You're not.
I'll take you outside. Maybe when I drop the link, we can finally get his shampoo. You want to be able to afford some shampoo? Well, it's with this link that I'm dropping tomorrow.
I remember too, people at the time thought that the link she was dropping tomorrow was actually going to be her music video, because I think she actually did drop it the same day or around the time. But yeah, this seems fake to me. I just don't buy that the brother was like that like concerned about it. Like, even look at his face, it looks like he's trying not to freaking smile. It just seems performative.
Get out. Why are you standing there?
Are
Get
you
out.
being for real right now?
Why wouldn't I be?
You did all this in your career and you're just gonna drop the link because some weirdos on the internet said they want you to.
I'm gonna make a
This also seems really weird because I remember her brother at the time, like in the past, seemed calculated and like, I guess intelligent, but he seems so like, I don't know. He seems so goofy here. Like, look at the way she's just like railroading over him. Like, he has like no control over her. But in the past, he controlled her entire career. That's what I don't get, and that's why I think it's performative.
Hey!
Who cares?
You're mad that
you're make a
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a bro hater. This is what I've been talking about since 2018.
Bro, stop. Stop. Yo, get off alive.
Or what?
Bro, get off alive.
Get out
I'm
of my
not
room.
gonna say this again.
Get out of my room. I'm 18. What makes you think you have the right to control me? You want to?
You literally turned 18.
I'm a woman now. You want to control my decisions as a woman?
You literally turned 18 like 48 hours ago. What are you talking about?
So what? I'm still 18. The law says I can do it. The law says get out of my room.
Barely.
Get out of my room.
Stop this.
Get out of my room.
Stop this. Stop this.
The link.
I just don't think it's real. What do you guys think? Do you feel like this was scripted, or do you think he actually came to her and did this? because I'm just not buying it.
Link is coming tomorrow, 3 p.m.
Stop
EST.
this.
Tomorrow, 3
Stop
p.m.
this.
EST. The
I
link is
swear
dropping whether
I
this
will
broke
pack all your
what on it or not.
and you are out of this house. I swear on my
You
life.
should be out of this house.
For what?
We could buy you your own house with the money out.
Bro,
with the bag I'm about to
why
make.
are you on
Get
live
the hell
and
out.
Why are you on live and telling people you're gonna drop a link?
So I'm just gonna disappoint everybody that's been waiting since 2023 and even 2018 by not.
Bro, what in the
That's disgusting, by the way. Waiting since 2023 and waiting since 2018, which, by the way, she claimed she was 9 in 2018, which would make her 16 today in 2025. It wouldn't even make her 18. So her whole, like, I don't even know what is going on here. But it's gross that she's like, yeah, I don't want to disappoint those who waited since I was 9 years old for the OF link. Like, what?
Americanized capitalist is this?
Capital what? What? Everything is about the bag.
And if this was real, like if this actually is real, which I don't think it is real, but if this was real, he's the one who put it in her mind since she was a child that everything was about the bag. So how is he so surprised that she thinks everything's about the bag? Also, look at the comments. Everyone's saying it's staged. That's what I thought. Like, it just feels so performative and fake.
Are you for real?
Everything's about
Get
the
out.
bag.
It is about the bag. You're just mad that you're broke. You're mad that no agency came to you before your 18th birthday and said, hey, we'll give you 30 to 40 mil to drop a link. Am I right or am I right?
Really? That's a flex? That's a flex. It's not
I think 30
getting good
M's is
grades,
flex.
contributing something to society.
I get good grades. They're not mutually exclusive.
So the brother ends up coming and like basically yanking her off the live, which again, it feels fake and staged. I don't believe this for even 1 second. But let's watch.
Yo,
Are you dead?
bro, get the
Are we dead ass? The link is dropping whether you want it or not.
get off alive.
Get off. Are you for real?
It just seemed like a way to get more publicity for it. Like, oh, the brother doesn't want her to do it. The family doesn't want her to do it. So it was more like, I don't know, made me think of like something gross. Like it was more like, oh my God, it's forbidden, which, you know, these like grown men ran to. So disgusting. And then I stumbled across this video by Plantation Soup where this guy is talking about how Lil Tay's brother is actually behind the OF drop. And here it is. Listen to what he says.
Today, only accepting the next 10,000, follow Lil Tay HQ to be accepted, and then you go to Lil Tay HQ, which is still up, and that says, follow to get accepted, spicy pics dropping, 126k follow requests in the past hour, and then marketing and distribution by Nuke Department. So you can see whoever Nuke Department is was the mastermind behind this entire thing.
Now keep that in mind. He's saying that whoever Nuke Department is the mastermind behind the entire OF thing.
And what somebody on Twitter actually found out was that this account just so happens to have the same exact profile picture as Lil Tay's brother. And not even that, in his bio, he has China's #1 business university. One of Tay's highlights is called China #1, where she...
So basically her brother is behind the entire thing. Yet again. Just as he has been the entire time since she was 9 years old. Just making all these career choices for her. Who would have their sister either join OF or pretend to join OF just for money? And then there he is in video acting like, don't do this, Lil Tay. I can't respect it. We're not about this. But then it's him the entire time. So like he gets to look like the quote unquote good guy who's like morally above this when he's the one pushing her to do it. It's just so gross. What older brother does this to their little sister? And you just know that her brother had her tweet this out too, where it says, every girl should have an OF. It empowers women. I'm dropping mine on my 18th birthday. That doesn't sound like the Lil Tay that we saw on YouTube, who was like the girl's girl, who was like, F men. We don't do anything for men. Men are stupid. This is about women. And now it's like, this empowers women to throw yourself on OF when you're barely 18 to cater to men. It just doesn't seem like something she would do. I feel like her brother's entirely behind this. I feel like she was the person that was on her YouTube. That was her hanging with Piper. That was her personality, everything coming through. Because all those hours of footage could not be made up. But all these little like marketing ploys are things that could be made up and scripted. It just doesn't make sense. And the fact that her brother is the one behind this, is just too much. Also, look at the sign behind his head. It says worst brother ever. True. Actually true. And now look at this. I was just rage baiting to promote my upcoming song, but now I'm seriously going to make an OF. So is it real or is it not? This is what I'm confused about. And it's kind of funny because this guy said the same thing I did, where he's like, I'm not going to subscribe to it to find out. But like, we both think it's fake. We both think it's a prank. And then apparently that tweet said she was just rage baiting to get people to pay attention to her song, which did that even work? Let's see. I don't think so. 200,000 views on her video that she was trying to get attention to. And the OF itself got like what? Allegedly $15 million, supposedly. And she's doing all those boxing things, arguing about OF. I don't know if she's actually on it or not, but I still think it's disgusting that her brother did her like this. And just as a reminder, let me remind you of what her brother's like. Okay, as a reminder, guys, this is what her brother did to her in the past. This is how you know he was behind everything in the beginning when it leaked.
Wait, go back and say like, no, you broke. You still, you out here, out here like with your irrelevant. You making a video on me, like, bitch, I'm way more irrelevant than you. You're trying to be relevant and you trying to be like me.
Mommy, stop!
He was literally feeding her a script and telling her what to say as a child. So you just know he was feeding her the same script now as allegedly an adult. We don't even know if she's an adult yet. Like, if she actually was 9 in 2018, then she's not 18 in 2025. She's 16. So is she 16? Is she 18? What's going on?
Filming! Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now.
No. Redo. You need to be like more ignorant. You have to be like, ooh, Lil Tay out here. Wait, what did he say again?
You still irrelevant, like I said last time.
I know it's kind of hard to hear, but if you could, I can't turn the sound up any higher, but it's the brother coaching her and being like, no, you're doing it wrong. You have to say it like this.
What do I say? I'm a trend maker and you a trend follower. You a Lil.
Trendsetter.
It's just so like, what is wrong with this guy? Why is he in charge of all her stuff? Like, get him away from her. He's just making the worst decisions for her. And to be honest, I hope it was rage bait. I hope it was rage bait to do that. I don't know, because apparently she's still like fighting people about OF and challenging people to fights about it and acting like she actually has it. So I don't know, and I haven't really seen anything about it, but I hope it's fake. And I hope she can eventually just move away from her brother.